Good morning. So it is Monday. It's been a few days since I've posted really anything on here. I've actually been at the Women in Analytics Conference in Columbus on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I had a great time. I was volunteering. One of the great things about volunteering is that $500 ticket, I didn't have to pay $500 to access and to attend and to have so many great conversations with so many great people. Learned a lot of things, built relationships, connect with people on LinkedIn. And that's kind of like the purpose of all this. And it was my first conference back to in person since 2019. And I was like super psyched. And I even told my husband, I was like, I miss going to these things. So I can't wait till my next one. The next one I think I'll be attending live is at the Shawnee Game Conference. I'm actually doing a presentation, 2 presentations there. My next immediate presentation is actually next week with GTech, but it is virtual, so I'm not going anywhere. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started on today's topic, which is Motivation Monday. So I want to go ahead and take this down. And this ain't going to be a long video. It's just going to be Motivation Monday. Okay, make sure I get set up here. So, Motivation Monday. We usually talk about the things that motivate us, whether it be internal motivation, external motivation, whether it be, monetary, whether it be just curiosity, whatever it is. There's things that motivate us to, get past the hard, to do what we want to do, to explore new opportunities, to check all that stuff out. But ultimately, that's kind of like the positive reinforcement. What about the not so positive? Because I think we all have naysayers in our life. People who say that we can't do this for XYZ, for people, who say that, do you really think it's a good idea? Do you think you're too old? I've actually had people tell me, it's like, are you sure you can do that? And, because whether it's because I'm a girl, which is like one of the biggest things that will make me mad, that because I'm a girl, or because it's like, well, don't you think you're a little too old to get started on that? I'm like, no. Or it's like, do you think you're smart enough? And I'm like, I think I can learn. But, you're going to have naysayers. It's just reality, and that's okay. Okay. But what if you channel that energy to just prove them wrong? So there's a short video from Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he is a great, motivator, I believe. Some of my favorite inspirations when it comes to quotes or anything else to kind of motivate me comes from the Rocky movies, which is Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They have some great background, great stories that, showed that how you can have success even if everybody else in the world is, counting you out. So let's go ahead and watch this video. We'll go put this down. There we go.
Listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the naysayers. Everything I ever did, the thing that I heard out of people's mouth was, that's impossible. That can't be done. Or no. Including my parents and everyone else around me said, this is impossible. Can't be a bodybuilding champion. That is exactly what I heard. And of course, I proved to the people that it can't be done. So whenever someone said to me, it can't be done, I heard it can be done. When they said no, I heard yes. And when they said it's impossible, I heard it is possible. Because I am a strong believer. I'm a strong believer of what Nelson Mandela said, that everything is always impossible until someone does it. Well, I'm going to be the one that said to myself, I'm going to do it and I'm going to show it to them. Maybe it has never been done before. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm. And I really love that. Let me see if I can get this camera back on. It's fine if I can't.
I was using Google Analytics and hated it.
YouTube, stop. Okay. There we go. What did I do? Okay, sorry. Just going to put a new tab. My bad. But what I want to point out is the fact that, they say that something can't be done. So if, in your family, if you, okay, If you and your family, if say nobody else has ever gone to college in your family, and they're saying that, you can't do it because nobody else has ever done it, and you can't do it because you didn't do well in school, or you can't do it because we can't afford it, or you can't do it for what, insert the reason here. Please don't let that deter you. If anything, let that to be a fire in your belly and in your gut. Just like, you know what, I'm going to do it and I'm going to prove y'all wrong. I know personally for me, sometimes that's been more of a motivation outside of external, such as monetary, or internal, just out of curiosity. My motivation has been sometimes just like, you know what, just watch me. Just watch me. And I've had conversations with students, when I asked, like, especially where they were non-traditional students, who were maybe in their 30s or 20s or 30s, but they were basically not 18 or 19 coming out right out of high school, why they come back to school, and just, have that conversation, understand what their goals are. And they said, because someone told me I can't do it. I'm like, there you go. Okay. And if that's what propels you to make that step, just to prove somebody wrong and just, breach your own goals, then, let the naysayers, let them kind of just feed into that. Let them just, feed that desire for you, and just, prove them wrong, and just have some fun along the way. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that's actually talked about a whole lot enough just to say, like, well, somebody said I can't do it. Not necessarily the positive reinforcement. We all hear about the positive reinforcement, those are supporting you. But if you don't have anybody in your corner to support you, you have one when you come here to Hocking College. I actually get some more motivation from the naysayers. People will either tell me I can't do it or ignore me when I try to do something. It's like, just watch me. But anyways, hopefully this, maybe this reached out to you. Maybe this kind of, spoke to you a little bit. Maybe the quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger probably did a way better job of explaining it than what I did. But, whatever works well for you. And classes start here in a few weeks. I should know the exact date, but I don't have it right on hand. Around mid-August. Registration is happening now for August, for the autumn term. Feel free to go to hocking.edu and check out the programs that we have here. And if you have any questions, just message me. Thank you, and have a fabulous Monday.